Yeah, we rolling.
Alright.
Alright.
So I ran Synchro Cat. Wasn't exactly a true Synchro Cat build. I didn't run a lot of the typical stuff with Summoner Mug, Mind Control, Cold Wave. Didn't run any of that junk, But
What place did you get this weekend?
top 8. I don't know what exact place, but I lost top 8, so there.
Alright, let's see this. Better, Matt.
Yeah.
Ready when you are.
Alright. So I ran, obviously, Gores, stop OTKs, slow them down. It's good counter, gets a plus for you usually. 3 Caius. I really shouldn't have ran 3, I should have ran 2 and a Cyber Dragon, but it's alright. I drew 2 dead a lot with nothing to sack for. We'll fix that for Gen Con. 3 Doom Calibers. Seemed pretty good, worked for Billy Break at Shonja Up Edison and made sense, seemed like good anti-meta. Once again, slows down the OTK decks and, 1-for-1s, all their monsters mainly, and it slows down the Sabers. I got 3 Airbellums and a Dark Soul. There's the cat. The cat fodder. Dark Soul's amazing, obviously. You can get Goyo out, Bryonic, Yunlei. Usually I get Goyo, because Goyo's just ridiculous. 3 Spies and a guard. Love having defense. Really helped in the top 32 and top 16 having defense and having something to sacrifice for Caius. It really hurt the Machina guy that I played because he couldn't get around him with his gear frames and gadgets, and he had to wait until he threw down a torrential, and it kind of went down from there since I got rid of all 3 fortresses somehow. I got a play set of Raikos, which is more 1-for-1s, good fuel for Pot of Avarice, more tribute fodder for Caius.
It's Nat, so wait.
Sangan's obvious, Ghost Search for Cat, and of course Rescue Cat. So there's monster lineup, I think it's 20. I'll be switching that up though a little bit. It's just a little inconsistent, but we'll see what happens.
Good deck so far. I like it.
Spells, Heavy, Typhoon, the obvious stuff, Brain Control, probably the not so obvious stuff. 2 Smashings, more 1-for-1s, more keeping their field clear, keeping them from getting too aggressive. It's really good against keeping Fall Troll off the field. Get rid of their Bogart Knight if they try to get aggressive with it but not have Fall Troll out yet. 3 books. Play these defensively as well as a little aggressively. Got to have it for your flip effects with Raiko and Spy. It also goes very well with Guard, especially if I have to pull 1 from deck and get a Guard, and then chain book and bounce their Synchro. And then to finish it off, 2 Pot of Avarices. The pots, they're kind of hit or miss. It makes you have to play a lot slower because if you draw 1 opening hand, it really sucks. But I mean, with Raikos and Sac for Caius with the Spies, you can pretty well get to 5 pretty quick. I usually sided out 1 a lot just to make sure my deck was consistent games 2 and 3. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spells. And the traps, Mare Force Torrential, Double Bottomless. Then the not so staple stuff, 3D prisons, once again. More 1-for-1s. I don't get raped by Starlight Road if I try to heavy and get aggressive, then Stardust, gets removed. It's just a -1. I love hitting Full Helm Knight with this, because they like to get aggressive with Full Helm Knight, hit that. More keeping X-Sabers off the field, so they aren't getting Fall Troll out. It's good against a lot of other decks too, really. That a lot of people just play aggressive thinking, all you have is Mirror Force and Torrential, and a lot of people aren't even playing Force now. Double Dust, so you can go aggressive with Airbellums. I play Airbellums a lot like Don Salukes, really. If I see a clear opening, you go at them. They're probably not going to have a 1900 attacker to come back on, and if they do, you got D-Prison, hopefully. Or else, you play a little more conservative than that. And then finish it off, 2 roll impressions. These were absolutely amazing this weekend. I remember drawing 2 opening hand against Glad Beast, and that was pretty much end of story. But they're really good, and obviously they counter pretty much every deck in the meta right now. So we got 11 traps, 41 cards, but I'll be switching up for Gen Console. Not quite as consistent as I want, but it's pretty good. That's the deck rub.
All right, let's see the sideboard.
All right, sideboard. Sideboard's a little weird, but you got 3 Banisher. Mainly, I side in 2 against X-Sabers pretty regularly. I don't like dealing with Dark Soul searches. They really don't want to be bringing everything out and having to remove it from play when they synchro summon, and they won't get Dark Soul's effect with it. And also, it's ridiculous against the OTK decks, Infernities, as well as Frog FTK. And it's pretty necessary with Cat to run 3 Banishers against the Frog Monarch deck too to try to get rid of them. 3 Crows, pretty obvious, most people are doing this for the OTK decks. Smashing, I side smashing a lot. Smashing for Frog Monarch because it's a bad matchup, so I side in 3 Banisher. I can get rid of their 2,000 defenders. 1-for-1's real easy. They can't search with Duke Frog because it goes out of play. And I also side in the 3rd one usually against Sabers, just because they always have face-up monsters, and you just keep 1-for-1ing, and then finally get your pluses with Spies and Caiuses and Arabellums and everything else. And you got 2 Crevices, for the OTKs, Frog Monarchs. 3rd Dust, I really put that in, maybe a random burn deck, but also Black Wings when I played Bobby at Chicago. It was a bad matchup. He side in Skill Drain. Had to have the 3rd Dust to get rid of Ella's back row. It was just too much back row for all the stuff I had. I couldn't lose my flip effects. 3 Mask, that should be self-explanatory. And 2 Merbos for later use.
All right, before we're done here, Ian had a question.
What made you decide not to run the Monk in your main board?
I don't run Monk because I only run 10 spells, and even though Jordan wants me to run Monk with 11 spells, when I started running the deck at the beginning of the format, I'd always draw Monk with 4 other monsters or 5 other monsters and absolutely no spells, and it just drove me insane. And I can't see pitching like Heavy, Typhoon, or something that's consistent, a 1-for-1 to bring out Cat. Even though Cat's amazing, but I'm just looking to 1-for-1 everything until I can go nuts with Cat or Arabellum or Caius.
Good reasoning.
Yeah.
Any last-minute thoughts on the deck?
I love the deck, and I need to probably tweak 1 or 2 more cards, and I think it's pretty solid. It's just a matter of luck whether you win.
One last question. What's the name of this deck?
I called it Taser Cat, but it's because I had Banishers in it, and but it's Kelly Cat. I had Banishers in it, and Roll Oppressions and Doom Calibers, but
Kelly Cat?
I don't know.
All right, we conclude this Kelly Cat.